I said, hey, what's up? Hello. I got a Blood on the Clocktower tier list here for the townsfolk. That's right. I'm going to rank them all based off variety of things, like how much I like them, how good they are, how easy they are to put on a script, if I like storytelling them, or how easy they are to storytell with, etc., etc., etc. So let's just jump right in. Let's just go right in. What can I say? Oh, let me introduce the tiers first. So S tier is for Super Town. Super Town, big muscles, like Superman or Super Y. A tier is game solving. These are game solving townsfolk, basically. Simple as that. B tier is they actually contribute to the issue of the problem of finding the demon in a town where it is trying to hide from death. C tier is they're townsfolk, I guess. D tier is they're basically outsiders. And F tier is cabbage. And I already know one guy going into D tier, but we'll get to him later. Let's just start with the acrobat, who is D tier. No. I'm going to say acrobat is C tier. Hear me out. It's like, just so we're all on the same description of acrobat. Each night, choose a player. If they are or become drunk or poisoned tonight, you die. Right? So, with that in mind, I'm just thinking like, acrobat dying, it's like gambler where it's like, did it die to its own ability? Did it die to the demon? I don't fucking know. Not only that, but like, you find out if they're drunk or poisoned, not if they got false information. They could have gotten sober information as a drunk or poisoned player. And now, yeah, you can find out some information. I don't know. Clearly, I'm being like stumbling over my words here because I'm just kind of unsure how I feel about the fact that, oh, I found out this person was poisoned last night. I die now. So it's like, do you trust their information? No, maybe. I'm going to put them in their townsfolk, I guess, the acrobat for now, but just because it dies, and I just hate the dying stuff. It's nice for script building, though, but we'll keep it in C tier. Might move. Alchemist. Alchemist is... Okay. I'm putting Alchemist in B tier. It's not really the greatest townsfolk. You just get a minion ability. But it's great for scripts, especially ones with Vizier. And it's a fun ability to have. And it's like a great minion bluff. That's all I got. It's not necessarily a strong townsfolk role, in my opinion. It's kind of more of a... Just, it's hard to run to use effectively for town. Like, if you're Cernovis Alchemist, it's nice for Goblin or Vizier, like I said. So, I don't know. Evil Twin, maybe, if you want to go down that route. But again, it's more of a good bluff for evil. And if it's not, then it's just adding a minion ability to the game. Alcihir, I'm going to put above Alchemist in B tier. Oh yeah, Alchemist is really fun, though. That's the other thing. Alcihir above Alchemist. I think Alcihir is a really fun role. It kind of sucks. I've had a game where I was the Alcihir and I got the correct team, but I didn't get the win because I was poisoned. That's like, what a party pooper, Like that's like so gratifying to get the team as an Alcihir. It's definitely a really good feeling to win as the Alcihir with your ability. Otherwise, though, I think it's whatever. Because you're doing nothing else, and if you're guessing publicly every day, the demon's gonna like notice and be like, hey, he's getting awfully close with those guesses. I'm gonna have to kill you. Amnesiac. So, Amnesiac is like potential man, essentially. Like, it should be S tier, but I'm going to put it in A tier. I'm going to put it top of B. Hear me out. It's like any role, you can basically have the most broken town role ability of all time. However, that's not going to happen. And sometimes you have more of an outsider ability than a townsfolk ability, depending on what the storyteller does. And half the other time is you won't ever even guess your ability. Most of the time you won't guess your ability because it's like super convoluted or difficult to guess for whatever reason. It's just like, ugh. And then you just become totally useless for town. So that's where I'm at with the Amnesiac. Everything else, it's like, because of its potential, I have to put it at the top of B. I almost want to put it A, but I'm going to put it top of B. Artist, low-key broken. Better than Amnesiac, I would say. But is it A tier? There's a lot of townsfolk, so I don't know what I would contribute or what I would consider A tier yet. So I'm going to put it top of B again. I know, it's kind of lame I'm putting everything top of B, but these things might shift. Artist, you can ask any one question and get a yes or no, and half the time the question is 1 + 1 2? Yeah, well, what a waste of a question. Just to confirm a Vortox, use the other townsfolk abilities for that. Jesus. The other half of the time the question is is this half of the circle, is the demon in this half of the circle, or something like that, which is like, sure, but kind of lame. I think I'm not gonna claim to be a really good artist. I just think there are better ways to use the artist question. So here's an example from the website. Is the demon sitting in a brown chair? No, because the demon's in a black chair. That's kind of a weird, that's like basically asking, is the demon on this half of the circle? Then, is David the evil twin? Like, yeah, that's one way to figure out the evil twin. How many minions are alive? And the storyteller says, please ask another question. I cannot answer that with a yes, no, or I don't know. What the? I've never actually seen that interaction. The artist asks, are we winning? And the storyteller answers, I don't know, because even though all the minions are dead, many good players trust the demon. Wow, I didn't actually know you could say I don't know to the ability, oh yeah, yes, no, or I don't know. I don't know why he says, ask another question here. How many minions are alive? Oh, wait, you can't say yes or no to that. That's not really a yes or no question. You could say I don't know, maybe, but anyways, point is, I think artist has way more potential, so I'm putting it at top of B. It's like not really that fun though, so maybe that's what brings it down. Atheist is, I'm gonna put it, it's cabbage. I'm sorry, I hate Atheist. And granted, I put it on a script of mine, but I just think it's so lame. Atheist is so lame and not fun, and just keep it out of the game. The reason I don't like Atheist is the same reason I don't like Heretic, and it's like it completely shifts the game in a way that it's no longer a true Clocktower game, but just like some kind of D&D game, or like an OC character type of game. I'm a big fan of the puzzle solving of a genuine game. I don't want to figure out what game I'm playing and then solve that puzzle. I just want to solve the puzzle. So that's my take on Atheist. It's probably not the best take. I feel like this character gets used for the storyteller to like self-insert themselves so they can like do more. So they can feel like the main character. I think that's also a very judgmental way for me to see Atheist, but I digress. I'm still putting it in cabbage tier. Balloonist, I really like Balloonist. I'm going to put it in A tier. So 1, I think its ability is pretty good. 2, I think it's fun to figure out Balloonist information. 3, I think it's really, really good for outsider script manipulation on a script as a script builder. +0 or +1. Oh my gosh, you're so great for that. So yeah, Balloonist, it's cool to be able to see different character types and putting together, you know, who's where. And you're always like guaranteed at least night 1 information. You know, if you die night 2, then you don't get it, but whatever. But Banshee, Townsfolk, I guess. It's like, it's just, whenever you're a Banshee or a Sage or a Raven Keeper, you're never getting killed. Kind of blows. But like when you get killed, Super Town, right? But because it's so hard to actually get killed before you get executed, you know, you're kind of just a C tier. They're Townsfolk, I guess, below the Acrobat, I would say. Acrobat is like at least getting guaranteed value. Banshee is not. So that's where I'm at. It's fun to play as, though. That is for sure. If you get killed. We'll leave it here. I think I might be rating it a little too low because of how powerful its ability is once it activates, but the problem is getting it to activate. Bounty Hunter I find really strong. I'm gonna put right here. I'm gonna put it between Amnesiac and Artist in B tier because it does add an evil player, but it spots evil players, which I think is pretty good. I have no other opinion on it, really. Like, it hunts down evil players, but it adds one. So it's like, how good is it? Especially when town is like gonna be like, all right, we're killing all your people and the game's not ending. What's going on? You're just like, I'm just telling you my information. I'm the bounty hunter. Then you get killed off. No, I'm gonna put it above Artist. You're getting guaranteed info of who's evil if you're sober. So yeah, even if you do add an evil. Cannibal. You know, Cannibal and Undertaker have this issue where they never get their damn information. If someone gets executed, they die that night, and if no one gets executed, they just live forever. It's a really strong role, but I'm going to put it between Amnesiac and Artist. This B tier is going to be fat, by the way. Yeah, again, Cannibal's just like, it has the same issue as Banshee, except it's like better than Banshee. But also, if you get poisoned, it kind of sucks. But unless the storyteller's not listening to bluffs and you just get like different ability than you should have, that's funny. Otherwise, no further comment on Cannibal. It's a strong ability and it's a fun ability. Chambermaid, I think this is a game-solving ability. I'm gonna maybe above Balloonist. I'll keep it here. So far, Balloonist is like the best for script building, which is why I have it so high up. Chambermaid, I think, is the best. Maybe I'm rating it too highly, but right now I think it's the best ability. You get information on night 1, which is crazy. Just make sure every time you get Chambermaid, make sure you ask if they count demon info and minion info as waking up or not, because some storytellers do, some don't. The correct answer is no, by the way. Chef, I might be overcooking with this one. I'm kidding. Top of B tier. Another one joins or moves to the top of B tier. New king is crowned here. Why is that? Because I think Chef is completely underrated. I think it's such a really good townsfolk, actually, building chef worlds. And actually, I think it's really nice to figure out if a chef is a bluff, because you might build a world and be like, wait, hold on, where is the chef 1 coming from? It's like impossible. Like, There is no chef 1. The chef is lying or poisoned. So yeah, that's why I have chef super high. I'm really high on it. I think it's a really fun role. Because when you're a chef, you could easily bluff. Because at that point, if you die at night, it's fine. Choir boy. Choir boy has this issue where it's like the banshee, but like better because you're told who the demon is. But you need another person to die rather than yourself. So I'm putting it in C tier because they know who that other person is. So the evil team knows who the person is that they need dead, that you need dead, so they're not gonna kill them until they kill you. And it's just like, it's such a executable bluff. So townsfolk, I guess. Clockmaker, you know, I'm high on the chef. I'm not as high on Clockmaker, but it's still good starting info. I'll put it right here. See, my thing is, how can I be high on chef and not on Clockmaker? Clockmaker is basically chef, but like better, right? No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm going to put it down here. No, above Amnesiac. Yes, above, right there. Right there is fine. Because now you can put together worlds, especially in Final 3. Oh, the minion is 2 steps away from the demon. Who can that be? Well, this person can't be 2 steps away from either minion, so they are not the demons. So that leaves us 50-50, right? That's the thought process. Unless you really get something wrong in regards of who the minions are. But, and yeah, it's, again, it's like chef where you can easily bluff. So I like Clockmaker, I think. Courtier. This guy is they are a townsfolk, I guess, but they're better than everyone here. The new king of the C tier. You can drunk any character in the game at the cost of missing, and then no one gets drunk. Yeah, choose a character. Could be good. So maybe you want to drunk a good character because they're like sabotaging your team for whatever reason somehow. I don't really know what character. Maybe a gossip going crazy. But yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at with things. With the Courtier. If you miss, it's useless. If you don't miss, you just extend the game, which is like, yes, but no. Like, yeah, you got the demon, but kind of sucks because now you're waiting forever for the game to continue unless you're getting the executions going, but that doesn't always happen. Next up, cult leader, basically an outsider. Let's be real. This guy turns into evil and then is like getting, this guy can turn evil and no one ever goes for the cult win because there's always gonna be some townsfolk that are gonna be like doubtful and they're like, I don't know about this, I'm not gonna vote. Look, I had a game where there was a cult leader in between 2 very clearly good players, and half the town was like, no, I don't know about this. I don't trust this. Because I guess evil was like, no, this is wrong. We shouldn't vote this. Which is like, damn it. And then the cult leader died that night because they were like, yeah, we're not going to do this. That's what the demon said. Yeah, we're not going to let y'all cult leader win. So... And then the cult leader just turns evil on the other side of things and then wins the game for evil in Final 3 or something. Fuck me. Dreamer. This is going to be our first S tier. Yup. Dreamer. there are so many times where the Dreamer just finds evil on night 1. Getting information on night 1 is just insane for Dreamer. Dreamer OP, let's be real. Let's be real. It might stay top of S tier too. Empath, next S tier. Be so for real. You're either clearing 2 of your neighbors, that means 2 non-demons, or you found an evil, right? That's I think executing your good neighbors as an empath is so dumb. It's so dumb. You should stop doing that. Those are confirmed good players in your world until you figure out otherwise. And also, maybe storytellers should consider not drunking the empath so much. That's just my take. But maybe that's just me. If you're gonna drunk the empath, just don't put it in the game. Just don't. Engineer. Yeah, it's gonna be... It's bottom of B tier. No, top of C. Here's why. Sometimes the script just doesn't have that much of an ideal, like, demon or minions to shift over to. Maybe if you can change a demon to something, you know, like, oh, now we know for sure it's this demon, then yeah, but I don't know. I'm not big on engineer. It's a once used ability, and then if there's a hatter, then good luck. Your ability is useless. Exorcist, kind of garbage, not gonna lie, but it is decent at finding the demons sometimes. I'm gonna put it above Alchemist, but under Elsa here. On BMR, it's hard to say if it's actually good. Feels like you'll never find the demon because of all the multiple ways of non-kills that can happen. But otherwise, I think Exorcist is okay. I don't know. I'm not big on Exorcist, but I also respect its ability. I don't think it's the most fun ability, though. And frankly, most scripts can go without it. Wait. Who's frankly? Okay, moving on. Farmer. If I'm putting Banshee down here, I'm putting Farmer down here. I think Farmer is less fun than Banshee, but it's more applicable to games. I'll put Farmer right there. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for Farmer. It's easier to bluff as evil, though, so... But then I never see evil actually bluffing it. I like it more than Banshee, so I'm putting it above Banshee. Sorry about it. Argue with a brick wall. Again, just has the issue of you got to get killed at night to pop, and that will never happen. And if it does happen, then you're actually poisoned. Fisherman. I like Fisherman a lot. I'm going to put it right here between Clockmaker and Amnesiac. It has a similar issue to Amnesiac where it's like, you know, if you get vague information, it's just going to be like great. Or bad information, like we already knew that, or this doesn't help, or yada yada. But other times it's really powerful information. Like one time in a Lord of Typhon script, I was told, so the minions were Wizard, I forgot. Wizard, Wraith, and something else, and Fearmonger. And then I was told I was the Fisherman in that game. In a 1-minion game, mind you. We hear a Fearmonger at night, so I go get my Fisherman info day 1, and I'm told that there's a cheater in the game. Well, the only way there could be a cheater in the game is either a Wizard or a Wraith. So I immediately knew it was a Lord of Typhon game, unless I was poisoned, which I don't think that script had poisoning. So I was like, okay, we are in a Lord of Typhon game. We figured that out really quickly, and we kind of knew it was, since it's a 1-minion game, there's only so many spots where the Lord of Typhon line can be. So yeah, I had that game narrowed down pretty quickly. We still lost, though, to the Fearmonger. Don't want to talk about it. I digress. Fisherman, I think, can be strong, but Similar issues to Amnesiac. Flower Girl. I feel like Flower Girl is a really strong role that is underutilized and used incorrectly. I'll put Flower Girl above Fisherman. I think it's probably stronger than Fisherman. That's all I got, though. That's really all I got. Like, you find out when the demon votes, yes or no, and then you lose track of the votes anyway, or everyone votes on a singular day. Or then people try to game the system by like, okay, only these people can vote today in case there's a Flower Girl, which is not fun. It's really not fun. So yeah, that's my take on Flower Girl. Full, I'm going to put top of C. You see what I mean? It's like, it's a whatever ability to me. Like, you get executed to prove you're the fool and then you die that night. Who cares? Honestly. Stop. I don't think it's a fun role. Actually, I'm putting fool down here. It's not fun and it's like pointless. That's my take. Fortune Teller, that's an A tier, top of A tier in my opinion. I want to put it higher because you find the demon, but with red herrings and like potential other issues, kind of like whatever. It's hard to trust your information sometimes. Trouble Brewing games, like half of them are drunk empaths and the other half are drunk fortune tellers. Kind of lame, but it's like such a powerful ability where it's like, how can you not justify drunkening the fortune teller, you know? But it's still so strong, you gotta put it top of A tier. Gambler, I really like Gambler. I know it's like in the same spirit as Acrobat, but it's like way more fun. It's so fun that I'm putting it bottom of A tier. Because it won't solve your games. And if you die at night, you know, it could be your own gamble or the demon. But man, is it so fun to gamble. That's my main reason putting it here. It's also nice for script building for like, you know, if you're building one of those scripts, there's like, how can multiple people die at night? Well, Gambler is one reason, or maybe there was a multi-kill demon or something like that. General, you know, people find General boring, but personally, I really like General. I'm going to put it between Bounty Hunter and Chef. I think it's a fun role. I think it's actually a good role, but, you know, people like to hate on it because they're like, this is a terrible role and I'm useless, so just execute me. When I'm like, you're a general. What? You can tell us so much about our game state. But whatever. Gossip, another, just like Gambler, great for script building, kinda. It's kind of annoying to run though, because people are gonna be like just saying stuff, like everyone in the circle is gonna be like, I gossip that, blah, 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 blah. And it's also, in my opinion, not that fun. Maybe a hot take. I don't think gossip is that fun. So putting it under Alsa here. Bounty Hunter Part 2, except you catch a good player instead. The grandmother, pretty good role, honestly. Instantly told of a good player. Not many evil teams tend to bluff it either. I'll put it bottom of A. Because it's just that strong, finding out immediate townsfolk. And yeah, you can both die together, but so be it. So be it. Live with it. High Priestess. Man, this role low-key sucks. Top of C. Is such a subjective role. It's a nothing role to me. And I guess, you know, General is also a subjective role. But this one even more so, because, you know, is the storyteller sending me to this person because they're a minion, because they're a demon, because they got information I want? Theoretically, you should be getting the demon every single night as the High Priestess. That's just me, though. That's just me. Obviously, you don't want to run it like that. That's not fun, etc., etc. But that's why I don't like the role. That's just my take. Just get this roll out of here. I understand it as potential, though, which is why I'm putting it at top of C. And it's a great bluff for Evil Team, which is why I'm putting it at top of C. Otherwise, it'd probably be in D tier. Speaking of D tier, basically outsiders. That's right. Huntsman is basically an outsider. The definition of a basically outsider. Actually, it's F tier. It's cabbage. Bottom of... No, I like it better than Atheist. Reason being is because it adds an outsider to the game, and not just any outsider, but a damsel, which could end the game immediately for the good team. Like, how is that a townsfolk ability? This guy should really be like, maybe not an outsider. I don't know. This guy's not balanced, though. He's definitely bad. But if you want a damsel in your script, you need to have a huntsman. And if you saw my outsider video, you would know that I'm really high on damsel as a character. So it's like, damn, if I want a damsel, I have to have this bum. Innkeeper. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely... I think Innkeeper's the definition of B tier. I just don't know where. I don't think it's better than these roles. I'll put it here. It drunks one, it saves both, but I've seen so many bad innkeepers where they just drunk rolls that they shouldn't be drunkening. Like, yeah, you may have saved them, but it didn't really do us much. Because now we just... I guess it stalls the night for everyone else, but whatever. Whatever, you just drank with a fucking fortune teller, dreamer or something. Investigator. Grrr. This guy is really strong. A pretty good bluff, too. Top of B tier. Yeah, I don't like running Investigator on Trouble Brewing because of how unfun it is for beginners. Because if I'm running Trouble Brewing, it's with beginners. But if I'm putting Investigator in the bag, that's like so lame to have them like, you know, oh, immediately found out. Great. Awesome. Great. I'm a beginner and I'm getting executed. So fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. But it's so strong that I have to respect it, right? But it's also only one time. Anyways, moving on. Juggler is going above the dying crew, but below the weird crew. I just hate, as a storyteller, getting juggles, having to juggle juggles. And it's like, sometimes it's useless. In an OHO game, it's definitely useless. Because you're just getting killed immediately. Oh, man. Yeah, I have no other opinion. It's a townsfolk, I guess. King. This guy's low-key a bum. But where? Am I rating Alchemist too low? I don't think I am. He's like low-key worse than Exorcist. I'll put him right here. I've never seen a king make an impact on the game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Knight. That's like a top of S tier. Imagine. I don't know. This guy, you know, you would think he's kind of like Clockmaker, but he's really worse. He just confirms two people's non-demons. That's it. And even then, if he's drunk or whatever, it's like, are they really non-demons? Who knows? He's low-key C tier. Low-key down here, to be honest. That's how weak the knight is. Again, just two people out of everyone in the circle are not demons, but who knows if that really means much. Librarian is like S tier in Trouble Brewing and like F tier everywhere else. So averaging it out, it's like bottom of B tier. Maybe. I think right there is fine. Yeah. That's fine. you don't really get the most important information, but so be it. Lycanthrope. Lycanthrope is interesting. I don't think it's that good. You get kills instead of the demon, but like the only people you can kill are good players, so what? I'm gonna put Lycanthrope right there. Under Innkeeper. No. I'm really low on Lycanthrope, actually. I'm gonna put it right there. Under Librarian. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any games where Lycanthrope is, like, amazing or anything, so I don't see a reason to put it any higher. It's not the most fun role to me, personally. Like, yeah, you're picking people to kill and you're a good player, but is that really fun? I don't think so. Controlling the kills onto, like, used abilities is pretty sweet, but that's about it. That's about... Yeah. No further opinions. I just gotta see more of Lycanthrope, actually. I think that's what I've realized. Magician, one of the most fun roles, and I still have yet to play a game as Magician. But it's not a strong role. But it's so fun that I'm putting it right here. Right there. Is there anywhere else I'd want to put it? No, I don't think so. Just being able to bluff around to players and be like, hey, do you have the bluffs? Sometimes someone will slip, sometimes no. Sometimes they actually figure out you're the magician, so it's actually a pretty weak role. Probably weaker than everything here. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier. It's only here because it's so fun. But once you get exposed, it's like, now you're nothing. Mathematician. God, this role is confusing. I don't think anyone knows how this role works, so we're putting it top of C tier. In theory, it's a good ability, but I still don't. Let's go look at Mathematician. Where's the Mathematician? So each night you learn how many players' abilities worked abnormally since dawn due to another character's ability. So Mathematician knows how many things have gone wrong since dawn to day. So yeah, like no Dashny poisoning someone. That's a Mathematician ping. I don't know what else to say other than like it gets just like what counts as a Mathematician ping, you know? So it's a townsfolk, and if it were less confusing, it'd probably be way higher. Mayor, it's in the same vein as Choir Boy and all these guys, except Mayor's like not fun to play as in any situation. You get the win, and then no one wants the win. Minstrel, I've never seen a minstrel pop. This guy's booty. Better than the Fool, probably. Not only that, you poison everyone, right? No one ever puts this guy on scripts either. Everyone is drunk. So yeah. Is it really a townsfolk? Monk. Monk is pretty good. I would say better than Innkeeper, because it doesn't drunk anyone and could save you from like Vortox stuff. So I'm gonna put it, I think it's up here. I really do. Towards the top of beat. Just because of the whole protect from the demon thing, not just death, you know? So that could be like Vortox or no Dashny poisoning or a Vigor Mortis poisoning, you know, things like that. I like it. Night Watchman. I mean, Night Watchman is just grandmother, but like better, right? Right? So I'm gonna put that in A tier. Yeah, I'll put that in A tier. It's just a better grandmother. having someone confirm you. And sure, it might not go off correctly or whatever. Like, same thing with grandmother can happen, so who cares? Just use it night 1. You should probably always night watchman on night 1. Noble. Because also, if you're the night watchman and you figure out someone is, like, you use the night 1, it's an evil player, and they're like, I didn't see you. First of all, good luck to them to win that trust war with everyone. Because no one claims one night watchman randomly and says, like, hey, I night watchman you, did you see me? That's not a real bluff people do. I've done it, though. And then secondly, I forgot my thought process. Oh, you know they're evil, I guess. Noble was, like, a worse investigator. But it's still pretty good. You can see I'm pretty high on these, like, one-time use abilities. Maybe not librarian. I guess starting info more than one-time use, because I got, like, Courtier and engineered down here. Well, I'm not high on the night. But Noble, just the investigator, but a bit worse because you don't learn a specific minion and you learn 3 people instead of 2. But I think it's a more balanced investigator, which is why there's like that trouble brewing script that replaces it with Noble. I would put Noble in a beginner game rather than investigator. That's just me though. And then you can pair it up with like Zambul or Scarlet Woman or something so that you don't have to just pick minions. Or Oracle. Ow, my neck popped just now. Oracle. That's a bad roll. But it's like, it's not C tier, you know? It is not C tier. I actually think Oracle's cool. So I'm putting it above everything over here. In between Gossip and Elsa here. If you're getting information that matters, then it's cool. It's dope. But usually you're not going to live long enough to solve the game with your information. Also, you have to just assume you're sober and then have everyone believe you. And it's just like, oh, what a hassle. Pacifist. This guy is basically an outsider. Let's be so for real. Let's be so for real. And it's not fun. You don't do anything. Your ability only sometimes works if the storyteller chooses. And otherwise, you're useless. So, honestly, why is this not an outsider? Cult leader is more of an outsider, though. Townsfolk. Philosopher, this guy is... Oh, this guy is S tier. I think Philosopher is super town. Probably the best townsfolk. Because you can beat any townsfolk on any script. Well, not any script. On the rolls of the rolls on your script. So how can you not like Philosopher? If like you're lucky and get it out at the right time, you can solve the game. If you're planning to get like a you start knowing roll, you probably shouldn't do that immediately on night 1. Otherwise, you could probably pick from night 1. I've been a dreamer who got philosophized and was just like, fuck me. But yeah, that's how good Philosopher is. I think Pixie... Oh, this is going to be controversial right here. Hear me out. It's not the strongest roll, but it does 2 things so well. First, it confirms another townsfolk, and second, it is one of the best like outs for evil team to bluff as. You know, what I like to do is if I'm the demon and I get Pixie as a bluff, I'm gonna claim whatever role I want on the script, and if someone else is that role, hey, I'm actually the Pixie. But if no one else is that role, that's my bluff. That is my new bluff. And I would not use one of the other bluffs. Of course, you could use a Pixie plus another bluff, but... And, like, work together with evil. That's also a viable strat. But that gets kind of exposed quickly. So, I don't know. Poppy grow... So, yeah. It's a great bluff, and it's a great for confirming another town. Poppy Grower, I'm putting it... I don't know how I feel. On one hand, it's great for Lunatic. On the other hand, it's like... It's pretty powerful, right? Yeah, I can't say it's not powerful. I think I have to put it at the bottom of S. Not gonna lie. It's just like, evil team not knowing that they're the evil team is just so strong. I've seen evil teams collapse because they're killing each other. Through like the harpies making the demon mad and getting witch cursed, and then the demon is killing their own minions. I've seen it all. Preacher's pretty strong-ish, I would say. Maybe right there? Maybe right there. No, I mean, if you miss, you miss, you know? It's probably bottom of A tier. You're deactivating the minions who are like the whole evil team besides the demon. So that's kind of the strength of it. They also don't find out who you are, unlike the Exorcist. I have no further opinion on Preacher, honestly. It's kind of a boring role, but it's a strong role. Princess? Yikes. I think this... I'm not gonna lie. Top of Outsiders, I think Princess is garbage. And, like, okay. So, you stop the demon from killing for a single night, but like evil can bluff it so easily, just hit into a dead body. I don't know. I don't think the Princess is that good. I think it's overrated. Professor, okay, by ability alone it's like S tier. But because of its ability being so broken, it's F tier. Hear me out. You can only put it on Shabaloth scripts, and I think Shabaloth is a shitty demon. It's just, you might as well just say, hey, these two players are confirmed good. If this ability works appropriately on a non-Shabaloth script. Its constraints in script building is what puts it so low because of how powerful it is, you know? They need to add minions or demons that can create a revival like Shabaloth and Professor. Then I'd be willing to put it higher. But for right now, like, yes, okay, there's Al-Hadikia and Atheist and whatever. Shut up. Like, honestly, I don't want to hear it. I get it. Yes, they can revive, but yes, there's a wizard, whatever. But like Atheist and Wizard are not fun. And then Al-Hadikia is definitely not fun. So Shabaloth is the only legit like roll out of everything I named that can revive with the Professor. So I'm putting in an F tier just because of its constraints and script building. Raven Keeper. I think it's my favorite of the, like, please kill me, but I won't die to the demon rolls. But I see most Raven, like, out of all of these, Raven Keepers get killed that night the most. So I like that. Sage. And also, it's just fun. It's a fun role to, like, oh, I get to learn someone's role, and I hee. Sage. It's like Choir Boy, but better. I'll put it between Farmer. It's not as fun as Farmer, but I think it's more fun than Banshee because I don't think Banshee is fun. Sailor, fuck this guy. He's basically an outsider, but he's like the best outsider. Making someone else drunk for the price of not getting killed, but it's like, is that really that good of a price? I don't know. I really can't say. So yeah, fuck Sailor. Savant? This guy is like storyteller's worst nightmare. But he's so good. He has to be top of A, I think. It's just hard to come up with Savant info that isn't game breaking, which is why I'm struggling to put him in S tier, because it's hard on the storyteller. You can't make it too strong or too weak, and that's such a hard balance to find. Seamstress, I think the Seamstress might be the top of B. No, yeah, no. I think it's A tier, actually. I think it's better than Balloonist. Right there. Low key, I'm like just putting things wherever. But like, I'm going based off vibe, and Seamstress vibe is better than Balloonist because you find out two people and their alignments related to each other. And I think that's really, really good information, personally. Now, if you sussed one out already, you can figure out whether the other one's good or evil. Like, how is that not good? Shugenja, more like Shabuti. This guy's like worse than Clockmaker, but like Shugenja might be the best. Well, no, Noble Investigator are better on that, but like the best in terms of, all right, let's get killing. Where should we kill? What information can we learn? And like, yeah, Shugenja can learn that. I think Shugenjas should have their information get outed by day one, whether it's from themselves or someone else, up to you, but like that information should be coming out. Slayer, oh, won't you slay with me? Where should I put Slayer? So I have a little beef with Slayer because I've had Slayer games where I got kind of shafted by the storyteller because I got made drunk when I kind of know where the demon is, but whatever, I guess. Slayer, I think, is maybe one of the most fun roles. It's not the strongest role, but it confirms someone as non-demon, and it's so fun. It's going to be S tier. Sorry to say it, but it will be bottom of S tier, though, for compromise. It's such a fun role. Super Town role. Again, you confirm a non-demon, or win the game instantly for good, or you kill a recluse. And it's just kind of fun to be on the lookout for. Snake Charmer. So, the Snake Charmer itself, it's like D tier. But for town, it's low-key A tier. Bottom of A tier. It's actually better than these roles. Right here. And the reason I'm putting it here is because, one, you're figuring out people that aren't the demon. And, well, I don't know what more to say about it. You're just figuring out people that are not the demon at the price of, if you do pick the demon, you become the demon, right? And then your whole minion evil team gets exposed, and now it's just you against the world, and people just kind of figure it out from there. There is one play with Snake Charmer I want to try, but it's going to be a minute before that happens. Soldier. Soldier. And I'm also not going to say what the play is. Soldier is shitty, to be honest. It's such a do-nothing role. It's better than Sailor, so we're going to put it right here. Because it's like, you don't have an ability, you just don't die. You know, which is like, yeah, why is Fool? Actually, fuck the Fool! This guy's so lame. Soldier is better than the Fool, though. Yeah, and it's like the number one demon bluff of all time. So you don't want to be a soldier in Final 3. Steward. That's an S tier. Top of S tier. No. This is a better than Shugenja, but worse than Clockmaker situation. You just find out one good player. That's about it. What can you say? Tea Lady. You find out 2 good players. Let's go. Or you find out you're either an empath or you find 2 good players and make them invincible. So that's a broken ass ability, if you ask me. Of course, this isn't to mention any poisoning or drunkening, but I digress. It's better than noble. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put it there. It's not the most fun role, but it is really strong. So strong that I'm thinking... No, I think it's fine where it is. Town Crier. Hey. I'm going to nominate this person in case there's a Town Crier, because it's on the script. Sorry. I just hate when people do that. But also, how can I not put Town Crier with Flower Girl? I think theirs fine. It's just, when I'm Town Crier, I'm forgetting to keep track of things, much like Flower Girl. So if you're not keeping track, it's like a weakness. Not only for yourself, but also the storyteller. Like, shit, man. You know how hard that is? Undertaker, this guy's busted. He's joining the trio of Trouble Brewing busted guys. I think he's more fun than Fortune Teller, but actually weaker. Because you don't get to do it every night, unlike Fortune Teller. Because not only does Fortune Teller start on night 1, but also every night after, even if there is no execution. While Undertaker needs executions. Village Idiot may be the greatest evil bluff of all time. We could put it here. No. Right there. I think there's good. There's always more than one, but so be it. So be it. Make them all drunk. Virgin's like a low-key worse. Well, it's public, though. It's not the most fun of... I've actually come around to it a bit more. I'll put it there. Yeah, confirming someone is good. While it's not going to solve the game, all information starts flowing to the Virgin. And then the Virgin's like, yes, interesting. I think Virgin's really good. Washerwoman, also really good. I don't want to dethrone the chef. So I'm going to put it right. Actually, it's probably weaker than Investigator. Yeah. It's funny having these guys right here. Where's the third one? Librarian? Right here. That's the third one. That's the fourth one. Yeah, again, confirming someone as townsfolk, pretty good. Pretty good. Sometimes the script can allow for, vague clarity of what's happening with its information, but other times you just gotta give them townsfolk with some random blob. It's not the most fun role, but again, like Chef, like well, maybe not like Investigator, but like Chef or Shugenja or whatnot, get the information out there, and then you can start making plays. So, top of the townsfolk, we got Philosopher, Dreamer, Empath, Poppy Grower, and Slayer. I'm not gonna go through everything else, but here's the A tier, and then here's the B tier, and then here's the C tier. They're townsfolk, I guess. I want to like the ones that have to die at night more than I do, but they suck. D tier and F tier, Cabbage. And yeah, that's my take on all the townsfolk. Again, just an opinion, so my opinion could change over time. Right now, that's just how I feel about them. If it changes, so be it. If it doesn't, also so be it. I'm sure it will, though. I'm sure that maybe I'll come around to the Atheist one day. I probably won't. Anyways, let me know who your favorites are. These are my top 5. What are yours? And if you haven't, you should check out my previous tier list when I tier listed all the minions. Thank you.